Welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, there is a link in the description box to find your whole birth chart. And that way, for additional information for the week, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings in addition to your Sun sign reading today. So this is for Pisces for the week of August 29th to September 5th. I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot for a 3-card spread today, using the bottom of the deck for general energy. And as always, drawing additional message cards from the Healing with the Angels Tarot and the Medicine card Tarot. So this is a general reading, whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Pisces. I encourage you to take these messages and apply them too, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So what does Pisces need to know this week? So we do have 3 that turned around. I am going to take them. And then as promised, the bottom of the deck for general energy. I'm just going to get a little idea of what's going on with all these cards together here, Pisces, and then we'll look at each one in their respective positions. So generally what I see going on here is you being really hyper aware of what you need to let go of, what you're willing to rid yourself of as a weight, okay? Not as a pleasure, but as a weight, something that's been weighing you down. You're tired of it, you're ready to let go, you've identified it, or you're in process of identifying it in order to make room for something really new and positive, and you are not messing around. This is a shakeup for you. However, it's because you firmly not only understand what you need to let go of, but what you need to replace it with is what's going to make this worth it for you. So this might be a little bit of an upheaval week, or at least a day throughout the week that might feel a little upheavaled. It could be emotional. If you're literally moving, this is going to mean that you're moving. I'm serious. Like if you're a student or you're moving to a new place for a job or for whatever reason, and you're moving out of an old place and you're moving into a new place, that's what this is speaking to. Now, if you consider that move and you're actually moving, it's going to be a big change, but it's permanent and you wanted it and you recognize what was involved in it, and new opportunities await you in this new position or environment. That's why it's going to pay off. This was a deliberate decision of yours. So in taking that example about literally moving, maybe apply that to whatever's going on in your life if this has to do with esoteric matters or matters of the heart or even psychological or mental health matters here. So something about moving away from something, getting rid of something, or even completely letting go and looking at something that's way more fascinating and appealing to you, which is going to help you grow, and being in your power with it and being totally okay with it, not only having accepted it, but having created it. So this is actually really powerful for you. I'm really happy to see this. Let's look at why I would be saying this for all these cards, beginning with your general energy, which is clean it up. And a little bit gray. Something has to be gray in order for you to make a decision, right? And it could just be maybe you're saying goodbye to a place, a person, a set of people, a job, a career, an idea, even a state of mind that has carried you through something. And you could be giving it a little bit more credit than it deserves, but regardless, it means something to you. But you do recognize that it's necessary to move on, onward and upward, as they say. So I don't see there being a definitive clinging to anything here. In fact, I just don't see you letting yourself do that. Not with the clean it up. That would be like orphaned. That would be like you saying you really missed it and you don't know what to do without it. This is you saying, I'm so ready for this to go. I know what I've done. I know what decision I made. I know what I want. And I knew I was going to have to give this up. So this is not going to be surprising to you at all. It's just going to be a physical effort. There's just going to be a literal cleaning up of a situation or a theme or an actual physical place. So I always start with the center. I'm going to continue. This represents you this week. This is regeneration. And this is why I'm reading you having planted yourself in someplace new. If it's not physically, than it is about an idea, an ideology, a belief system, or a frame of mind. This is you making definitive and deliberate decisions about where you want to be. Look, you've literally put yourself in this position. It was a little bit hot. It was a little bit uncomfortable. It might have even been a little bit scary. You might have even second guessed it. But you're seeing the fruits of your labor now. This is the card of second chances as well. So you're giving yourself a second chance to bloom, and it's happening. So you're really seeing the results of something that you made your mind up probably within the last, I would say, since summer solstice. So within the last 3 months that you really put your mind to here, and you're seeing the results of it, and it is paying off for you. This is a really lovely place to be in regeneration as a current position, particularly with here and now following, and I'll explain that in a second. With time to go being the influencer of your current position, these are very, very similar. As you can see, there's a little bit of cloud. You have to walk away from something, clean it up, time to go, right? Something's time was over. And like I said, I don't see this being forced on you. If it is, that's not cool, and I hope you get out of it or find a way out of it in a peaceful way. But I do see this more in line with you having making a deliberate choice or decision here. So like I said, I don't see you too surprised by anything. It's just that now you have to follow through. So yeah, you're okay with following through. This is what you planned, and this is how you intended to move forward. And now this is you saying, to be in this position where, oh my God, I get to bloom or grow or be in this new position or environment now, and I'm so much better off. I feel better here. I feel happier. This is working out better as planned. So these are some things that might even turn up by the end of the week, and it's because you were willing to walk away from something. And just because it was the right decision doesn't mean it was an easy one, right? So if that was the case and it was difficult for you to get to this point here, Pisces, congratulations. That was a lot of energy and a great deal of contemplation that got you to your current position. But I see this paying off nearly immediately for you. This is healthy for you. Now for your probable outcome is here and now. And I want to spend a little bit of time talking about this, particularly if you've had health issues, because this is being in the moment, and the place of power is in the moment. This is extremely powerful to have these two together, particularly with you, this representing you and this representing a probable outcome. These are beautiful together. This is being growing, expanding beyond yourself, growing from a mess, growing from a letdown, growing from something that you thought was like hot and overwhelming, maybe even uncomfortable. Excuse me, and you get to grow something beautiful and prosperous out of this. You might have even had your whole worldview might have changed. And it might even be strictly all about yourself. It's totally possible. This might be like this is all internal to you, but it doesn't matter, external or internal. This is something changing for the better for you, and you're seeing the results of that. So it's going to be a relief. But the beautiful part is that something existed inside of you. Eggs always represent something inside of us. Something is growing there. Something awaits us there. There is a lot of energy. We know it takes a lot of energy to make an egg. So a lot of energy inside here. There's a window, so there is something that's within that you can peek into. The egg can also be considered a heart. So two other main themes that I'm going to look at are the posts here saying both past and future, and then this little girl who's sitting really calmly at the top of this situation she's in, which is a lot of opportunity. Surrounded by hearts, so there's a lot of love and affection here for you, or at least available to you. And then her banner saying, you are here. Okay, this is critical, Pisces. It is essential to be able to enjoy any moment or to get yourself in and out of any situation by being in the now. Sadly, not many of us know how to do that. But you've been practicing this, or at least you've been putting a lot of effort into acknowledging this, and that it makes the difference between depression and anxiety. and you're going to feel it. It's going to be really evident to you because you're watching it grow. It's actually happening before your eyes, and it might feel slow, and if you're impatient, it might be excruciatingly slow. But rest assured, it is happening, it is growing. Keep up this beautiful differentiation between being here now and looking through the rear view, or anticipating an outcome that you can't possibly know. Nobody can know this, which is another way to drive ourselves nuts, right? So, and I'm so happy to see this here, for example, because it is a probable outcome, because you are already in process and you know how to do this now. You know how to get what you want and how to grow things by being in the moment. And you're not tolerating depression and you're not tolerating anxiety. This is really beautiful. It's extremely helpful to have this as an outcome card. Trying to think of anything else that I could say with regard to this right now. If it is a physical move and you've moved, jobs or homes or even relationships, this is going to feel probably even magical to you. Wow. Okay. So we got the miracles card. I'm really not surprised to see this. I would go so far as to say that not only is your current position, but your probable outcome, like this is a type of miracle, at least to you right now, because this is the difference between feeling good and bad. Okay. And it's not getting drunk. Now I feel good. It's not getting high or having illicit relationships and then pretending to feel good about it. This is within. This is like you designed this, and therefore you own it. And I believe very strongly that you've asked for help, whether on earth or in heaven or anywhere in between. You've gotten help, which is extremely powerful as well. It means that you're a good friend to yourself. So I would expect miracles to occur this week. And this could even be one of them. One of them could even be this sense of being more able to be in the moment than in any other state of mind, just because you're making it a habit. And you refuse to let yourself down, or you refuse to go backwards, which is fantastic, Pisces. It really, really is. It's a beautiful state of mind to be in, and it's a real personal power. Like, again, like you can't buy this anywhere, and there's no alcohol that's going to bring you to this level, right? There's not even a church that's going to bring you to this level. You have to figure this out for yourself, and you did. So when I say expect miracles, I would say expect being here and now, being able to be in the present, relinquishing the past, rejecting what a pretend future that you can't possibly know, and when I say future, I just mean a sense of what awaits because what awaited you in the past. That's what I mean about future. Your future is what you design here and now, and that's what I see going on. So yeah, expect miracles here. The miracle could very well be just being in this state of mind more permanently than not, through practice and determination. It could even just be feeling a sense of delight. A miracle could be a sense of finally getting what you need, getting what you have been working very, very hard for, relating to other people on another level, being able to experience joy in a different way. I consider all of those miracles, Pisces. I truly do, particularly if you've been suffering or troubled or have had a difficult time. It's time to experience joy and wellness. And if you consider that to be a miracle, that's what I anticipate happening for you this week. Please don't think it's a one-off either. I think because it doesn't say miracle, it's miracles plural. So this is ongoing as long as you let it. And you don't have time for garbage anymore. Like general energy for everything here, clean it up. No, you don't have You don't have time for garbage. I truly just see that right now. Emotional, psychological, any kind. You're over it. You've walked away. You anticipate miracles. Very cool to see here. We have prayers in abundance and Mother Earth. Again, with another really ancient symbol here, the turtle. It's actually one of the oldest symbols for the entire universe, Pisces. A lot of people make fun of it now, and we make fun of ancient traditions and religions that did use the turtle as the symbol to the entire universe or planetary system or solar system as we know it. And I would tend to believe that there is something having to do with turtles, at least. I don't know. I don't think it necessarily we're on a turtle, but there's something having to do with something, tradition having made it through thousands of years. So examining Mother Earth as a turtle is extremely important right now because there's a lot of energy here, a lot of ancient wisdom here. Turtle also used to be the original symbol of the sign Cancer, so there could be a Cancerian involved with you this week, or with your healing or regeneration, or with your move, or with helping you sort things out. But certainly Mother Earth in terms of being taken care of. You feel more aligned with Mother Earth, you feel taken care of, and you feel like even more in tune with Mother Earth. And it could be part and parcel of your wellness, frankly. And of course, prayers in abundance. No joke. Look, miracles and prayers in abundance. A prayer really could be just asking for help. I don't think you have to say a name necessarily. I think it might help if people do from time to time, depending on what they're asking for. But if you've asked for help and you've made a definitive decision, which you have, if you've walked away from something which was time to walk away from, and you have, and now you're reaping the rewards, and you refuse to accept dishonesty and depression as a way of life anymore, this is a prayer. That was a prayer. You made a vow to yourself, and that is a certain kind of prayer, because that is anointing yourself with wellness. It really is. So that prayer is being answered, or is in process of being answered, and the abundance, I do believe, will be in miracles and in being in the present. Listen, being in the present moment is a place of power. Don't let anyone tell you differently from that. The point of the entire the lies that we're told about distracting us nearly to death is on purpose, and it's to keep us from being in the present moment, and it's to keep us from wellness. And I see you seeing through this. You're just over it. Whatever was afflicting you or bothering you or in the way is no longer in the way, no longer afflicting you, and you're just like, you know what? I don't even miss it. See you later. Good riddance. I'm here and now. So I'm actually delighted for you. And always curious to see how it works out. So if you have a second, let me know how this works out for you this week. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel, because I upload videos for your sign every week. So until we meet next time, Pisces, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.